Hi everyone, it's Femilanio here, and in this video, I will be showing you the complete guide on how to do derivatives trading or futures trading on the Bybit app. Now, in case you don't know, derivatives is also known as futures trading, and that is why you will see it as derivatives on the Bybit app. So in this video, I'll be showing you all you need to know about derivatives trading on Bybit. I'll show you how to take trades, that is how to long and short your trades. I'll show you how to calculate your profits and your losses, and also at the end of this video I will be sharing with you guys some important tips to help you make more profit. Before I go into all of this, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. My name is Femilanio. I am a crypto trader and I make videos on personal finance, crypto trading, and how to make money online. So if you love content like this, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and please like this video. Thank you. Also, if you don't have a Bybit account yet, you can use my referral link in the description below. You will have a chance to get up to $3,000 bonus as a new user. And if you want to know how to get it, I have a video on that. The link to that video will be in the description below. Now, as you can see on the screen, I'm on the home page of the Bybit app. And to get to the derivatives trading page on the Bybit app, you tap on where the arrow is pointing to where you have derivatives, and it will take you to the derivatives trading page on Bybit. Now, the first thing you need to do if you want to trade derivatives is obviously to transfer money to your derivatives wallet. Now, to transfer money to your derivatives wallet, you tap on this plus icon where this arrow is pointing to. And once you tap on it, at the bottom of the screen, you'll be seeing 4 different options: convert, transfer, deposit, and cancel. So we are transferring right here. So you tap on transfer. Now, before you can transfer, you need to have money or funds in another wallet so you can transfer it to your derivatives wallet. So maybe if you have like USDT in your funding wallet, you can transfer it to your derivatives wallet. If you have funds in your, let's say, spot wallet, you can transfer it to your derivatives wallet. So for this example, I have funds in my spot wallet, so I want to transfer it to my derivatives wallet. So if you want to transfer it, then you can see on the screen it says from spot account to derivatives account. Once you have that, then you come down and select the coin you want to transfer. So the coin I want to transfer is USDT, and then the amount I want to transfer. So let's, for example, I want to transfer 300 USDT. Just enter 300 right there and tap on confirm at the bottom side of the screen. So as you can see right here where the arrow is pointing to, I now have 585 USDT in my derivatives wallet. So before I did the transfer, I was having about 285 USDT in the wallet, and because I've transferred 300 USDT now, I now have 585 USDT. So the first thing is to transfer your funds to your wallet. Now, once you've done that, the next thing you can see at the top of the screen, you can see where you have chat. If you tap on chat right here, you have chat, and you can see if you tap on trade, this is where you can take your trades. Now, I'm going to start with where you have chat right here. Now, on that chart, the first thing you need to do is to pick the trading pair you want to trade. So to pick the trading pair you want to trade, you see where you have ETC USDT, you tap on it and it will be showing you the other trading pairs you can trade in this market. So you can see you have a lot right here. You have a lot. So you can pick the one you want to trade. So let's say, for example, in this video, I want to trade, let's say, ETH USDT. Then just come right here at the top of the screen and search for ETH USDT. Once you see it, you tap on it right here, and then it's going to be showing you the chart for the ETH USDT pair. Now, the next thing you need to take note of is at the right side of the screen where the arrow is pointing to, you can see some figures here. You have 24-hour high, you have 24-hour low, and you have 24-hour turnover. Now, 24-hour high and 24-hour low is showing you the highest price and the lowest price that this crypto or this market pair has gotten to in the last 24 hours. Now, this means that in the last 24 hours, ETH has gotten to as high as 1,919 USDT, while the lowest price it has gotten to in the last 24 hours is 1,864 USDT. That's the meaning of the 24H high and 24H low. Now, the 24H turnover also means 24-hour trading volume. That means the amount of that crypto people have traded in the last 24 hours. So people have traded over 1 billion worth of ETH in the last 24 hours. So I'm just saying this so you can know the meaning of all those figures you have right there. Now, the next thing you need to take note of is where you have your time frame. Now, you can see where you have time 15M, 1H, 4H, 1 day, and more. That's where you can pick your time frame. So if you tap on more, you'll be seeing more time frames that you can pick right here. Now, what is the meaning of this time frame? Now, this time frame helps you to know how the market is moving up or down within the time frame you are picking. As you can see right here, this chart is on 1 hour time frame. Now, what does that mean? This means that the candlesticks on this chart are showing you how that crypto has been doing every 1 hour. So one candlestick represents 1 hour. That's the meaning. If I change it to, let's say, 4-hour time frame, that means each candlestick is showing me how this crypto has been going up or down every 4 hours. That's the meaning. So depending on whichever time frame you want to pick, you can pick your time frame right there. Now, if you're the kind of person who is a day trader, that is, you want to enter a trade in a day and get out of the trade in a day, you can be using time frames like 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and so on. If you're the kind of person that you want to trade for as long as you can, that's when you can be using, let's say, 4-hour time frame, 1 day time frame, and things like that. So the time frame you want to pick depends on you. Now, on the chart itself, where you have the candlesticks, this is where you can do your technical analysis. This is where you can add drawings. If you want to add support and resistance, if you want to add trend lines, if you want to add indicators, you can do it on this chart. Now, to do that, to add, let's say, drawings or lines to your chart, you come here to where you have this pencil icon where the arrow is pointing to, and once you tap on it, your screen will change horizontally. Now, at the right side of the screen, you'll be seeing the different icons that you can use for your drawings on the chart. Now, for example, the first one is used to draw your trend line. So let's say you want to draw a trend line, you just tap on the icon and you come straight, you move this to wherever you want to draw your trend line from. So let's say I want to draw my trend line from this point, then you double tap right here and move your line. So you can see right here, this is like I'm drawing an upward trend right there. So you can use that. Or let's say, for example, you want to draw an angle on your chart, just pick the second icon right here. Once you pick it, you move it to where you want to draw your angle and just, let's say, at the same place, or let me move it to another place right here. Just double tap right there and move your angle. So you can see the angle on the screen. Or let's, for example, you want to draw an arrow. You want to draw an arrow pointing to a candlestick. Just tap the third icon right here. So once you tap the third icon, just move it to wherever you want it to point to. So let's say at this point, and then you double tap on it and move your arrow. So once you move your arrow, then that's done. So you can see right there, the arrow is pointing to the candlestick. So these different icons are the icons you can use for your drawings. You can just check them out on your Bybit app and try them out so you can learn how to use them. And if you want to delete these drawings on your chart, just go back to your chart and tap on it. Just tap on it and you see this delete icon right here. Just tap on delete and select this line also and delete. So that is how you can add drawings, lines to your chart on Bybit. Now, let's say you want to add indicators to your chart for your technical analysis. What you need to do is to tap on this icon where the arrow is pointing to. And once you tap on it, you can see where you have indicators. So you tap on it. And right here, you're going to be seeing the different indicators that you can use on Bybit. You can use moving average, you can use moving average exponential, you can use Bollinger Band, you can use volume, you can use MACD, you can use KDJ, you can use RSI, which is relative strength index, and you can use WR. Now, if you have been following my videos for a very long time, you know that my favorite indicators are moving average and the MACD. You can also use different indicators. So if whichever indicator you want to pick, just come here and pick it right here. Now, if you go back to the chart, you see that there are two different indicators on the chart. First, this indicator is the MA indicator. You can see where this arrow is pointing to. That's where you can see which indicator is on the chart. So this is the MA indicator, these three lines that you are seeing on the chart. That's the MA indicator, moving average. And where you have this volume at the bottom side, where you have this volume, that's showing you the volume indicator right there. Now, I won't be doing any analysis with all these indicators in this video, and the reason is because I already have various videos on that, on how to do your analysis to enter and exit trades and how to use these indicators. So the links to those videos will be in the description below. There are like 4 to 5 videos where I've taught how to use different indicators: MA, MACD, Bollinger Band, RSI, volume, and so on. I've taught all of this in this video, so I'll put the links to those videos in the description below. So if you want to learn how to use indicators for your analysis, then you should watch those videos. Again, I'll put the links in the description below. Also, before I go to the next thing, let's say you want to change the indicators on your chart. You don't want to use this MA or volume, you want to use another one, and you don't want to tap on this icon right here, Then you can come to the bottom side of the screen where you have the different indicators. You can see you have MA, EMA, BOLL, and so on. So let's, for example, I don't want this MA, I want BOLL. I will just tap on MA to remove it, and then I tap on BOLL. BOLL stands for Bollinger Band. So you can see the Bollinger Band right here. Again, if you want to learn how to use the Bollinger Band or any other indicator, make sure you watch those videos I talked about. The links are in the description below. And also, if you want to change your volume and you want to put, let's say, MACD, you can just tap on MA volume right here to remove it and tap on MACD. So this is the MACD right here, where you have this histogram and these two lines. So that's the MACD. So if you also want to learn how to use the MACD also, I've also talked about them in the videos I talked about. So the links are in the description below. So that's all about the chart section. That's all about the chart section. Now let's go on that trade right here, where you actually take your trades. Now the first thing you need to do right here is to select your margin and your leverage. Now you can see where the arrow is pointing to, where you have cross 10x. Once you tap on it, you see the option to select either isolated margin or cross margin, and where you can select your leverage. Now we have two main types of margin, isolated and cross margin. Now what's the difference between them and when can you use one? Now for isolated margin, let's say for example you have $500 in your derivatives wallet and you want to enter a trade with just $100. Now if you enter that trade with $100 and let's say you lose that trade, you are only going to be losing that $100 that you used to enter the trade. You will still have $400 in your wallet. But if you are using cross margin and you have $500 in your wallet, but you are using $100 to enter the trade, if the trade goes down, you'll be using part of the $400 left in your wallet to serve as collateral so that you won't get liquidated. Unless, for example, you now get liquidated, you're going to be losing everything in your wallet, not just the $100. You'll be losing the remaining $400 in your wallet. That's the advantage of isolated margin over cross margin. Now, the advantage of cross margin over isolated margin is that for cross margin, your liquidation price is very far from your entry price. It is very far from your entry price. While for isolated margin, your liquidation price is very close to your entry price. So you can see that isolated margin has an advantage over cross margin, and cross margin also has its own advantage over isolated margin. So it depends on whichever kind of trader you are. Now the next thing is to select your leverage. Now this is where you have your leverage, where you have from 1x to 100x. Now what is leverage and how does it help you in futures trading or derivatives trading? Now there are two advantages of leverage. Number one is that it helps you to have more money to trade. Now let's say for example you are picking 30x leverage like you have on your screen and you have just $100 to trade. Now the amount of money you'll be going into that trade with will be $100 times 30, which is about $3,000. So that means that with 30x leverage, you can enter a trade with $3,000 and you're only dropping $1,000 from your wallet. I hope you understand that. So what this means is that the amount you're using to enter the trade is equal to your margin. Your margin is the amount you are dropping from your wallet multiplied by your leverage. So if you are going into the trade with, let's say, $200 and you're picking, let's say you're picking like 10x leverage, that means the amount you're using to enter that trade will be $200 times 10, which is $2,000. I hope you understand that. So that's the first advantage of leverage. It allows you to have more money to trade. Now the second advantage of leverage is that it helps you to make more profit, which is where I want you to pay attention. It helps you to make more profit. Now let's say for example you are going to this trade with 10x leverage, and remember we are trading ETH USDT. Now let's say for example the price of ETH moves up by 1% on the chart, just 1%. That means that you are going to be making 10% profit. If it moves up by 2%, you are going to be making 20% profit. So that means that with just very slight movement in the price, you are making huge profit because of the leverage you are using. And how did I calculate this? This means that your profit is equal to the leverage you are using multiplied by the percentage that market has moved up. Let's say you are entering the trade with, let's say, 20x leverage, and then the price of ETH moves up by, let's say, 2%. That means that your profit for that trade will be 2 times 20, which is 40% profit. So you can say that because you are using 20x leverage, if ETH to move up by just 2%, you'll make 40% profit. So that's why you see a lot of people that are greedy, they always try to pick very high leverage, which I don't advise you to do. Now, I'm very sure some of you will be thinking that, oh, that means that if I select 50x leverage and then maybe the trade moves up by 2%, that means I'll be making 100% profit. Yes, that is true, but I won't advise you. And the reason is because leverage also has its disadvantage. And the disadvantage is that you can lose a lot of money with it. So let's say, for example, you are picking 50x leverage and then the market moves up by just 1%. That means you are making 50% profit if you are longing. But let's now say the market moves down by 1%. That means you will be losing 50% of your money. That is it. So you also have to look at it the other way. So that means that if it moves down by 1% and you are longing, you're going to lose 50% of your capital. So that's why I don't advise people to pick very high leverage. So I always advise beginners to always go between 10x leverage to 30x leverage. So let's say you are picking like 20x leverage and then it goes down by 1%, you're only losing 20% of your money. If it goes down by 2%, you're only losing 40% of your money. But if you are picking like 50x leverage and it moves down by 1%, you have already lost like 50% of your capital. So that is why I don't advise people to pick very high leverage. If you're a beginner, stick to 10x to 30x leverage. So for this video, I'll be picking 10x leverage. Now, before I actually take a trade, if you look at the right side of your screen, you'll be seeing that you have some digits in red and some digits in green. Now, this is where you have the order book. Now, the order book shows you the different trades that are currently going on in the market. So the red one is people who are shorting the market. The green one is for people who are longing the market. So you'll be seeing various trades that people are taking in the market. Now to where you can actually take the trade. Now the first thing you need to take note of is the order type. You can see where you have market right here. If you tap on the drop down arrow, you see that you have limit, market and conditional orders. Now I'm going to talking about limit and market. For limit allows you to enter the price you want to enter the trade. For example, if you look at the current price of ETH right now, it is 1,882 USDT. So let's say, for example, you don't want to enter at the current price. You want to enter maybe when it comes a little bit down. So let's say you want to long the market and you don't want to enter now. You want to enter maybe when it comes a little bit down. That means you're going to be using limit order. And to do that, you just come here to where you have order price and enter the price you want to enter the market. So let's say, for example, you want to enter when it gets to 1,820 USDT. Let's say that's the price you want to enter the trade. The next thing you need to do is to come here and enter the amount of USDT you want to use for the trade. Now, don't forget, when I was talking about leverage, I said the amount you're using to trade is equal to your margin, which is the amount you are dropping, multiplied by your leverage. So the amount you're entering right here is your margin multiplied by leverage. So let's, for example, you can say I have 585 USDT in my wallet. Let's say, for example, I want to use $200 for this trade. So I'll be dropping 200 times the leverage. So 200 times 10. Remember, the leverage is 10x. So 200 times 10 is $2,000. So I'll be entering 2,000 USDT right here. Don't forget that. So don't think that you're going to be dropping $2,000 from your own wallet. No, you're only dropping $200 and you're using 10x leverage, and that is why you have $2,000 right here. That's just the meaning. And right here you'll be seeing the cost. So you can see the cost right here is just $200. So that means you're only dropping $200 for this trade. And once you've done that, you come here and tap on buy or long if you want to long the trade, or you tap on short if you want to short the trade. Now that is for limit order. Now for market order, so if you come here and change this to market order allows you to enter the trade instantly. So if you want to enter the trade at the current price, you don't want to wait when it comes down or when it goes up, you want to enter immediately. That is when you use the market order. You can see you are now entering the order price. So what you just need to do is to enter the amount of USDT you want to use for the trade. So let's leave it at $2,000. And then the next thing is, how do you set your take profit and stop loss? So you come here to where you have TP/SL. And then right here, you can set your take profit or your stop loss. Now, once you get to this page, the first thing is to pick whether you want to long or short. So let's say we want to long. Now, the next thing is to come right here to where you have take profit trigger by price. Now, if you tap on the drop down arrow beside it, you'll see that you have 3 different ways you can set your take profit or stop loss. You can trigger it by price, you can trigger it by ROI, and you can trigger it by P and L. Now, by price means that you enter the price you want to take your profit. That's for trigger by price. While for ROI, you enter the ROI, that is the percentage of profit you want to make, and then it will automatically set the price to take profit. While for trigger by P&L, you enter the amount of USDT you want to make on that trade so that it will set your take profit price. So these are the three different ways you can set your take profit. Now I'm going to be showing you how to use these three so that you can understand them very well. Now for trigger by price, that is simple. Just pick trigger by price right here, and then you just come here to enter the price you want to take your profit. Remember, let's say we are entering with market order. That means we are entering at 1,882 USDT. So let's, for example, we want to take profit at 1,899 USDT. Just for example, that means if you enter that, you will see the amount of profit you'll be making right here. So you can see expected profit is 17 USDT, and that's 8.83%. So if you are taking profit at that price, this is the amount of profit you are making. And let's say, for example, you want to take a profit at 1,950, you see that you'll be making 71 USDT, and your ROI will be 35.92%. And right here, you come here and enter your stop loss. Let's say our stop loss, we want our stop loss to be 1,820, and then right here, we've seen that you'll be losing 66 USDT, and you'll be losing 33% of your capital. That is for take profit trigger by price. Now let's say, for example, you want to set it by ROI. You come here and pick ROI and then tap on confirm, and then for stop loss also you put ROI and tap on confirm. Now this means that what percentage of profit do you want to make? So let's say, for example, I want to make 30% profit. That means that my take profit will be 1,939 USDT. So you can see the price, and I'm making 60 USDT, and the ROI is 30%. Now for stop loss, what percentage are you willing to lose? So let's say, for example, I want to lose, like, let's say 30%. Let me just put 30%. So that means that my stop loss will be 1,825 USDT, and I'll be losing $60. So you can set it by price or by ROI. Now the next one is take profit trigger by P&L right here. So you come here, tap on it, and change it for stop loss also, and tap on it. What this means is how much are you willing to make or lose for this trade. So let's say for this trade I want to make 50 USDT, if that's what I want to make. So you see right here, your expected take profit will be 1,929 USDT, and you'll be making 25% profit. Now how much are you willing to lose? Let's, for example, okay, I'm willing to lose 40 USDT. That means that my stop loss will be 1,844 USDT, and I will be losing 20% of my capital. So those are the three different ways you can set your take profit and your stop loss. So let's say, for example, I want to use this as my take profit and stop loss. So I'll just come right here to where I have confirm and tap on confirm. And once you've done that, then you come here and tap on long, since we are longing. Now, as you can see on the screen, we've entered the trade already, and instantly, because we used the market order. Now I want to explain some things about what you have on your screen. Now right here where the arrow is pointing to, where you have ETH USDT and where you have cross and 10x, that's showing you the information about this trade that you've just entered. And where you have position size, is showing you the amount of ETH you are trading. That's 1.0 ETH, and that's because, don't forget, we used $2,000 for this trade. Don't forget that. And if you check where you have entry price, that's showing you the price at which you entered the trade. And where you have mark price, that's showing you the current price of the market. And where you have estimated liquidation price, that's the price at which you're going to get liquidated. So you need to take note of that. And where you have unrealized P&L at the top, you can see that's where you can see your profit or loss. So this trade is currently in a loss of 0.64%. So these are the information you need to take note of. And if you go under order right here, this is where you see your take profit and stop loss. So you can see this is my take profit with the one in green, and the one in red is my stop loss. Don't forget, I said the take profit by trigger by P&L, which is for take profit is $50, for stop loss is $40. That means that if this trade gets to 1,930 USDT, I'll be making 50 USDT as profit. And if it goes down to 1,845, I'll be losing $40. So you need to take note of that. Now the last part of this video is how to use the derivatives calculator on the app. Now to do that, you come right here to where you have this three dots at the top right corner. Once you tap on it, you see where you have calculator. So you tap on it. Now this is where you can calculate your P&L, your target price, liquidation price, and your entry price. Now let's say, for example, you want to calculate your P&L. P&L means profit and loss. So let's say for example you want to long. This first thing is to pick whether you want to long or short. The next thing is to pick the leverage you want to use for the trade. So let's for example I want to use 10x leverage, and then you want to pick the quantity of ETH you want to trade. So let's for example I want to pick 1 ETH to trade, just 1 ETH, and then the entry price. So let's say I want to enter the trade at 1,880. Let's pick that. And then I want to exit the trade at, let's say, 1,950. Now it's going to show you, once you tap on calculate, it will show you the amount of profit you'll be making for this trade. So if I tap on calculate right here, so at the top of the screen, you'll be seeing your initial margin, which is 188 USDT. The initial margin means that the amount you will be dropping from your own wallet. That's the meaning. And the P&L is 70 USDT, and you'll be making 37% ROI. So you can see it will show you the amount of P&L you'll make if you enter at a particular price and exit at a particular price. So let's say before you enter a trade, you want to calculate what you'll make or what you will lose. You can use the P&L to do that. Now for target price, so this target price is, let's say you have an amount of ROI you want to make in your mind. So this target price will show you what price you should put as your take profit. Now for this, what you need to do is to come here and pick whether you want to long or short. Let's pick long again. And then the next thing is to enter the leverage. So for this time, let me put in 20x leverage. And then the quantity of ETH you want to trade, let me pick 1 again. And then the entry price. So let's say you want to enter at 1,880. And then let's say the ROI you want to make is, you just want to make 30% profit from this trade. Once you tap on calculate, at the top of the screen, you see that your target price will be 1,908.2 USDT. That means that should be your take profit price, and your P&L will be 28 USDT. That means you'll be making 28 USDT as your profit. That's for target price. Now for liquidation price, this shows you the price at which you will get liquidated. So in case you want to know the price you will get liquidated before you enter the trade, then you can do this. For this, just pick the margin you are using, whether isolated or cross. I'll pick cross margin, and then you pick whether you want to long or short. Let me pick short this time. And then let's say the leverage you want to use is just 5x leverage. Now the available balance of USDT you want to use. So let's say for example you want to use $500 example, and then the amount of ETH is just 1 ETH. Entry price, let's pick 1,880, and then you just tap on calculate. And then at the top you'll be seeing that your liquidation price is 2,368 USDT. Don't forget we are shorting. So if you are shorting and you enter this trade, your liquidation price will be 2,368 USDT. Now for the last one, which is the entry price, it allows you to calculate the average entry price if you are entering multiple trades. So let's for example entering multiple trades. What you just need to do is just come here and enter the entry price for the first trade. So let's say the first trade is 1,880, and then you are trading just 1 ETH. You tap on add right here, enter for the second trade you took. Let's say you entered at 1,885, and then you traded just, let's say 1 ETH again. And then the third trade, let's say you entered at 1,780, just for example, and then you pick 1 ETH. And then once you've entered them, they just tap on calculate. And to show you the average entry price for all the trades you took, which is 1,848 USDT. So this is how you can use your derivatives calculator to calculate your profit and loss, target price, liquidation price, and entry price. Let's say for example you want to exit this trade before it gets to the take profit. Let's say you're already okay with the trade, or you see that maybe it's about to go down, and since we are longing, you don't want to lose money and you want to quickly close the trade. Just come right here at the bottom side of the screen and tap on close by. You can close by market or by limit. If you are closing by market, it means you are closing immediately. If you are closing by limit, it means that you want to set the price at which you want to close it. But let's close with the market order since we want to close immediately. So you come right here, you'll be seeing that the expected loss is 0.89. You can see it's changing. So you'll be seeing the amount of loss or profit that you make if you close it instantly or immediately. So I'll just come here and tap on confirm. So you can see that it has been closed and it is no longer there. So this is the simple and complete guide on how to do derivatives trading on the Bybit app. Now in case you also want to learn how to do spot trading on Bybit, I already have a video on that. I'll put the link to that video in the description below. And don't forget, I said if you want to learn how to use the different indicators to do your technical analysis, I already have videos on that. All the videos are in the description below. And if you also want to learn how to make money with copy trading on Bybit, I also have videos on that. I'll put the links to those videos in the description below. So any video you need will always be in the description below. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I'll be replying to all the questions that I get. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.